we've gotta talk. Don't worry, I'll be quick, I'll cut through the bullshit, this is gonna be a short video. You probably should not get back with your ex. In fact, most people should never get back with their exes. Obviously, this is a controversial idea, it's not what you wanna hear. Most other breakup experts tell you otherwise because it fucking sells, because it makes more money. Yeah, I'm just not gonna be like that. And I'm gonna tell you my reasoning for why you probably shouldn't be going back to an ex. First of all, it just doesn't work out most of the time. Studies, we have literal studies about reconciliations, 3,000 plus participant studies, that is, as well as my anecdotal evidence and data, which you can believe or not. But the point is, we have studies that show that only 30% of people get back together with their ex, and only 15% of those 40% stay together for good. So the odds already in the beginning are just not in your favor. Then, of course, trying to get back with an ex, like a lot of people think that they're signing up for these cool reattraction theories and techniques and gimmicks, but what they're really signing up for is awkwardness, or like awkward conversations, unreleased sexual tension, a lot of frustration, a lot of waiting, and trying to build better patience, a lot of periods of trying to build better patience, and almost certain rejection. It's a very taxing thing for your mental health. And it will set you back not just in your mental health, but also in your breakup recovery. The more you try to get back with an ex, the more you will have a hard time moving on, which is what you should be doing. Another thing that's worth noting is that an average person's motives for wanting an ex back are totally fucking stupid. They try to get them back because they think they're somehow special and unique, even though they're not, and your relationship was fucking replaceable, as is every relationship, every romantic relationship, that is. And then a lot of people also have these other bullshitty beliefs like, I'm not good enough for anyone else, or I can't find anyone else, there's no such good people like my ex out there for me, or no one else will like me, all that kind of bullshitty stuff. And look, those are just rationalizations because you're fucking afraid of trying something new, of actually getting into another relationship, and that's fine. We all have these fears, but they are very unrealistic. Your relationship, like I said, ain't special, it's replaceable. You can find someone more attractive and more intelligent and fitter, or whatever you're looking for in a partner, compared to your ex. And this other person can actually be someone who's, willing and able to get into a relationship with you. So that's something that also pisses me off. Then there's also the whole thing about your ex probably won't take you back because you don't know this, because you've probably been blinded by your own high attraction, but they have fallen out of love with you while you were still together. Usually what happens is that an ex falls out of love with you while they're still with you. They distance themselves from you. They basically move on already, and then they go and dump you. So trying to get them back and trying to reason with them and everything, it's impossible. Almost impossible, that is. They already made a very big, major, life-changing decision that's heavily rooted in logic and reason, their own logic and reason, and it's hard to undo that. They had probably weeks or even months of mulling over the whole thing, so they really now know that it's the right thing to do. And finally, the last thing that kind of bugs me around this whole industry, this whole mentality, and my last reasoning for why I shouldn't get back with an ex is that the problems that plagued your relationship initially are still gonna be there if you get back together, especially if you do it prematurely, if you rush things. So if your ex cheated on you at some point, there's a good chance if you get back together with them, again, studies prove this, there is a good chance that they will cheat again. Same thing if they've been a liar, if they've been an abusive partner. Same thing if, for example, you have problems, let's say, with standing up for yourself, and your ex has maybe problems with being alone, so without you by their side. Those problems usually are going to still persist if you get back together, especially, like I said, if you do it all in the willy-nilly kind of a rushed way. So the point of all of this is to say that you probably shouldn't get back with an ex. If you do intend to go down this road, really think it through. Really think, have you been able to change for the better? Will you be able to learn from the mistakes you made in your previous relationship and not repeat them in the next one if you get your ex back? Will your ex be able to do the same thing? Are you able to love each other in a healthy, mature manner that is unconditionally? Do any of you guys possess any sort of red flags or toxic traits that might sabotage the relationship down the line? Why are you even trying to rekindle a relationship in the first place? Is the whole thing based on being unattached to the outcome, which is good, which is like you're just curious about what would happen if you would rekindle things? Or is the whole feat based on some really bizarre, faulty belief like you don't feel good enough for someone else or something like that? Think about all of these things. Think about if you can be happy by yourself, because if you cannot be happy by yourself, you also will not be happy, I guarantee it, in your relationship if you get back together. Think about if you even have what it takes to lead a healthy relationship, that is a relationship that has mutual respect and trust and affection and empathy intact, a relationship where two people are able to put values like respect and trust and empathy above love, which is paramount because love is never enough when it comes to sustainability in relationships, in romantic relationships. Think about all that stuff and then make your decision if this whole getting an ex back thing is even worth it. So think about what I just told you. Hope I wasn't too long and rambling this one, and I'll see you in the next video. If you want to go deeper into getting an ex back, like always, download my reattraction cheat sheet down in the description below, and I will see you later. Take care.